Hello everybody, today I'm going to talk to you about a really cool tiny flashlight. It is the Aidier A8 pocket flashlight, and it is truly small. It only takes a AAA battery. More on that in just a moment. One of the first things I'd like to show you about it is the clip. It's pretty strong, but if you look closely at the body, like right here and just behind the head of the flashlight, you can see some nice grooving. That's because you can actually pop off the clip, turn it around, and have it facing the other way. Why is that good? Well, say if you're working on your car or something, and doesn't have to be a car, it could be anything, and you're wearing a hat, you can clip it on your hat and look down. Even bike riding, maybe even, I don't know. But it's nice to have a clip that you can reverse it if you like. They do include a AAA battery inside the box, but I didn't get any instructions inside the box, which is this right here. So I don't know if this was used or not or anything. So for the testing purposes, a little bit later in the video, I actually used a Duracell battery. One of these bad boys right there. Why? Well, I just wanted to give the optimum test, if you will, because not only does this flashlight can use a standard AAA battery, but you can use a 10440 lithium-ion rechargeable battery, which I do have right here. So that is pretty nice that you can either go with your standard type battery, or you can go ahead, spend the money, get a lithium-ion rechargeable battery for the flashlight. There's only 3 modes. There's high, low, and strobe. It uses the T6 Cree LED. Not sure if you're going to get a good look at it in there, but there it is. Now this is IPX waterproof up to 2 meters. You do also inside the box get this little rubber diffuser. It's a silicone diffuser, and if you notice right here on the bottom part here, it flares out a little bit. That's so you can put it on the light like that. A little bit more on that again in just a moment. You do get 2 spare O-rings, which is really nice because there's 2 spots in here where you're going to need the O-rings. Let me take the clip off. Right where you put the battery, right here on the base, there's an O-ring right down in here. And if you were to take the head off, there's an O-ring in there as well. Now the O-rings are there, one, to help with the waterproofing of the flashlight, and also help kind of, keep out dust and debris and all that other stuff. You do get an attachment, so this can hang on your key ring or your keychain. Comes with a nice little clip. That's what the clip looks like, and there's like a little tiny metal ring that you would fit through here and then put through there. But this clip is really strong too. Now, they really don't give me, I had to actually go to either their website, which I'll leave a link down in the description below, and I also looked on their page on Amazon. They really didn't give you a lumen count for the, say, strobe, low, and high, and the difference of lumens between the standard battery and the lithium-ion battery. But they do say it goes up to 180 lumens maximum output. That 180 lumens, I believe, will be with the 10440 lithium-ion battery. because you'll see it in the test where I do give you a test of what it looks like with just a standard battery, and then I give you a test of what it looks like with the 10440 battery as well. Now, if you are going to look for this on Amazon, first off, I will be giving you a link for this particular flashlight in the description below. But there is another model that looks almost identical to this, and it is the A7. The A7 model does not mention at all if you can use the 10440 battery. Why is that important? Well, if it's not made to use the 10440 battery in it, only if the flashlight is only designed for AAA batteries, you put that stronger battery in it, it's going to burn out the LED. A standard battery uses 1.5 volts, whereas the 10440 battery uses 3.7 volts. Please keep that in mind. Also, by the way, in the UK, on the Amazon site, I could not find it anywhere, but I did find the A7 model. But like I said, I'm going to leave the Aidier website link down in the description below, so maybe you can go there and look for it there. Now, of course, you can do a half press on the nice orange button to change the modes. That's high, that's low, flashing light, strobe. At first, the button, when I first got in, the button was kind of stiff. It was really, you really kind of had to press on it. But after a few times me just, doing that, just clicking it on and off in a rapid succession like that, it kind of loosened up a little bit. And it stayed that way because I've had this for about 2 weeks and I just kept testing it, and now it feels pretty good in the hand. And the diffuser also glows in the dark, and I do give you an example of that. Okay, what you might want to use the diffuser for is, say you're in a room and it's kind of dark, and of course if you do that, yes, it'll light up the room. A lot more light is up on the ceiling. Whereas if you were to use a diffuser, it diffuses, it doesn't put so much up on top as it does like a 360-degree angle type area lighting. Now, the head on this is or the beam on this, I should say, is strictly a floodlight. It is not zoomable or anything like that. It's more of just a flutter or a flood-like type light. So don't expect a real nice tight beam. When you're using the 10440 battery on high, it does get pretty warm. It doesn't get hot, but it does get pretty warm in the hand. So that might be nice if you're outside and it's cold, turn it on for a little bit and warm your hands up. So would I actually suggest you get this light? Yes, I do. As you can see, it's nice and small. You can leave this in the glove box of your car. If you're a mechanic, a plumber, an electrician, or if you work on models or something that's small and you don't want to get a big flashlight, but something nice and small so you can get into places and take a good look, like maybe in an inspector, for an inspection light, this is great. Still puts out a good amount of light with a standard battery. I, though, personally would suggest you go out and get a 10440 battery. And I'll even leave a link to the Amazon site, at least here in America, where you can get 2 of them for like $7. I'll leave that link down there in the description below as well. The only thing I didn't have time to test, actually I kind of forgot, was the waterproof test. Sorry, I didn't have time really. Well, it actually just slipped my mind to do it. But if you really want to see the waterproof test, if you really want to see me dunk this in water and leave it there, leave it down in the description below, and I'll tell you what, I will make probably a 2 to 3 minute long video I will take this flashlight. I'll even put the diffuser on it, just so you can see it better maybe. I don't know, one or the other. I will or I won't, I don't know. And I'll put this in a big tub of water, just like I did with my Lofttech submersible light. And that's all it'll be. I'll just take it. It'll be dark, just so you can see if the light goes on, goes out. And I'll dunk it in the water, and I'll set the camera up and just film it for anywhere from 2 to 3 minutes for a waterproof test. So if you want to see that, please leave it in the description below. But yeah, definitely. By the way, this was only 10 bucks, $9.99 at the time of me filming this video. And at the time I bought this flashlight. So it's been basically 10 bucks for just over 2 weeks now. So yeah, it is a definite flashlight you should have somewhere in your house. And one last thing about the waterproofness. Make sure that, when you unscrew it to put the battery in, make sure it's nice, tight, and snug. Make sure that the head part is nice, tight, and snug as well. Because if any of those are loose, water can get in and it might ruin your flashlight. So until the next video, you have a fantastic day.